Hello, this is AlGatorpuppet with another Gator movie review. This time, you may notice that I'm wearing these glasses, and it's not because I'm having any trouble with my vision. It's because I just saw Resident Evil Afterlife in 3D, and that'll be the topic of review this week. Resident Evil Afterlife, starring Milla, Jovovich, Larter, and a bunch of people that I honestly haven't heard of before. Nobody recognizable. The movie starts off with, well, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but it does have an opening scene that references some things from the previous movies. It starts off with straight-up action, which is somewhat reminiscent of Matrix, to the point where you almost feel like you've seen it before. It seems like a lot of movies ever since Matrix have tried to do bullet time and just copy a lot of what Matrix did in movies. After that, however, it does slow down a bit to tell a story. Now, it does introduce several more characters from the video game, which some of the sequels have started to do. I think the first one was trying to be something completely different, and as they continued to make more and more movies, they did continue to introduce some of the characters from the video games. Now, before I went to watch this movie, about a month ago, I knew it was coming out. I went back and watched the first three movies, and they were kind of hit or miss at times. The first two were pretty decent. The third one was kind of when it went downhill. This one does continue on with many of the story elements from the other movies, so I would recommend that you try to see the other ones before you see this one. However, I don't think it's that complicated a story here. It's like almost a standard zombie movie at times, with plenty of references to some of the enemies from the video games. So you shouldn't have too much trouble following things, but there might be a few things, especially early on, that you won't get if you haven't seen the other movies. Now, I'd say that I do recommend seeing this one in 3D. There are a lot of shots, especially early on and later, with action scenes when you see bullets flying in your face, that are really well done. As opposed to a movie like Airbender, where the 3D almost seemed like an afterthought and a gimmick to get you to spend more money on the ticket. Overall, if you're a Resident Evil fan or a fan of action movies, I'd say take a look at this. It isn't quite as good as my last movie review, Machete, but I'd say it's a solid movie, if unspectacular. Well, that's all for now. This has been AlGatorpuppet with another Gator movie review.